everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Hey y'all, this is Amari Blaze. I'm finna tell my story time about how I got jumped and stabbed, and it's going viral, and the backstory or whatever, because it seems to have everybody confused. Everybody got their own opinions, and I'm tired of y'all saying I'm dragging it, but y'all really the ones dragging it. Like, I can't even refresh my feed without seeing me on that bitch. So I'm finna tell my side, whether y'all ass like it or not, whether y'all like me or not. After this, I don't really give no fuck. I'm over it. I'm over the whole situation. I'm ready to be done with it, and y'all just stay talking. So yeah, I'm finna tell my side and leave it at that. And disclaimer, I might not say a few names because I just feel like some people in this story don't deserve any clout up off me any longer. If they want to like expose themselves, I really don't give a fuck. But I'm finna tell it all because I feel like it be a lot of shit going on in the industry, and y'all always be on the outside trying to look in, trying to understand what's really tea. So I'm finna give y'all the tea. Alright, so boom. So 2022 going into 2023, it was a lot of girls that was like coming up with the rap shit from Chicago, because that's where everybody from. Well, I'm from the suburbs, you know, I ain't never been scared to say I'm from the suburbs of Chicago, cool, or whatever. So it was a lot of us coming up and stuff, and it was only relevant motherfuckers around that time. I think it was like Pretty Leah, me, Big Daddy Days. It was a few motherfuckers that was doing their shit, popping their shit, had their own little viral moments and stuff like that. Cool. So Chicago Wave, they made a top 10 female rappers of Chicago post. I was on it. Minor the G, Pretty Leah, Cash, you know, Mellow Bucks, all of us was on that bitch. Cool. So once I seen Chicago Wave make that post, I'm like, I was already on my like whole woman empowerment stuff. I'm like, I want to see a lot of us like go up together. Like, that was my whole thing. Like, let me get a group of girls together. Now keep in mind, I know Cash from high school. We went to Hillcrest together. I know Monty from like mutual people, like, you know, from parties and being in the city. And I knew Mello because like she didn't really have that many followers, but I seen one of her raps and I'm like, damn, shorty cool. So, cause you know, I never been no hating ass bitch. That's why y'all be killing me when y'all think like a motherfucker was a hater and never gave that. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm finna make all of us do a song together. I bring us together on some, look y'all, we can go up. And it was Pretty Leah on the song originally too. So it was really 5 girls. So I'm like, y'all, let's come up with a song. Cool. Everybody had to send in beats. Everybody had to send in like fast. So like everybody had to send in beats. Everybody had to, you know, come up with their little bars, stuff like that. Cool. Now, Mello producer, shout out Choo Choo at the time or whatever. Nobody in the group knew that Mello was already like had something, a deal or something going on with Locka Films and No More Heroes. So it was like, okay, cool. Like, let's just all like figure out who beat we gonna use. Choo Choo end up having a Mouse Couture beat, and I'm like, damn, that's a raw ass beat, like that, like Mouse Couture guns, we doing drill song, like that's perfect. And like, let me just give y'all a full disclaimer, like how I look at this drill shit, music shit in Chicago, I look at it as pure entertainment. I always say that. Same way a motherfucker killing somebody in the movie, they not out here really killing somebody in real life. I look at it as art, as whatever you want to do. It's the wave, and you know, sometimes you gotta catch your audience. So that's how I take this shit. So before y'all even go in the comments like, oh, you was doing drill, so you didn't know. We all females at the end of the day. Ain't none of us got a body, so let's just get that clear. Ain't none of these bitches clapping shit. Let's start there. Like I said, keep in mind, she already had some shit going on with Locka Films or whatever the case may be that we did not know of. So they offered us to come to No More Hero Studios to record the song. Cool. The order y'all hear us on the song, keep in mind, Pretty Leah is on the actual original version. She's in the middle. But the order y'all hear us on the song is the orders we literally came in the studio. So cool. So we all was on the song. We got in that bitch. Everybody heard their verse. They like, damn. Like, that shit raw as fuck. Cool. Now, we end up making a TikTok. That bitch do 1 million in a night. We wake up the next morning like, what the fuck, y'all? Like, we viral as fuck. Like, damn, this bitch finna go. We gotta hurry up and shoot. No More Heroes and O Visuals, they like, yeah, let us shoot this bitch for you. We, like, y'all might as well, whatever. They was like, so since we shooting it for y'all might as well let it be Mello's song. So now we like, hold on, it's all the girl songs. So they like, hell no, it ain't all the girl songs. Basically, they like, it can only go on one girl album, so it can only be one girl song. And since y'all shot it with us, y'all got it at y'all recorded at No More Heroes Studio, and it's her producer beat is going to be her song. So this is like, pause, let me just tell y'all, this part I'm not necessarily mad about, because the more I got into the industry, the more I realized we should have known about the business side of shit, and that it technically would be her song since all of that. But at the time, we thinking like we just going into the studio just to record, but it's all of us in a team effort. It ain't for one bitch, you know? You feel me? So they ate with that one little thing, basically tricking us into recording with them. So, cause we already had did it. We wasn't finna go back in and re-record. We already went viral. So we like, fuck it, Mello can have it. Boom. Now it's time for the split sheets. The split sheets like, let Mello get like 50% or more than 50%, whatever the fuck it said, and we like split the small amount. Nah, now y'all just trying to do too fucking much. Now y'all just basically trying to make this all about Mello. I was already peeping shit, and that's why I end up getting a lawyer involved and somebody that can, you know, monitor what was going on, because I felt like, yeah, they trying to get down on us. They trying to make this a moment for their artists. I already see where this shit is going. This shit gonna go left. I kept telling myself this, but my people was like, you know, just stay humble, just, you know, still work as a group, a team effort, be a girls, be supportive and everything, or whatever the case may be. Mind y'all, keep in mind, Locke and them was telling us like, yeah, we gonna pay for y'all to be on Neighborhood Talk and all these different vlogs and shit like that. We gonna turn y'all up. We gonna turn y'all up. So boom, right before the song dropped, I wasn't around. I had a performance because, like I said, I already had my own motion going on before this song. But I had a performance going on, so they ended up going to the radio station without me. It was all the girls. Pretty Leah ain't show up. Come to find out, one of the radio ladies, I guess she told them like, yeah, Pretty Leah and her manager was talking shit about the girls, and basically was saying like, she was saying we was basically the Destiny Childs to her Beyonce, whatever the fuck. That got cleared up, so I'm not even gonna get too deep into that, because it was a lot of rah-rah about whether it was the manager or whether it was Pretty Leah. And honestly, I don't give a fuck no more, because like, I don't give a fuck what no bitch say. I'm my own entity, and I don't care, because I write my own shit. So, but anyways, like I was saying,
you wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash.
Supposedly, the manager and Pretty Leah was saying they end up taking Pretty Leah off the song before we dropped it. So we end up shooting the video without Pretty Leah, and we end up dropping the video or whatever. So the video ended up going up, whatever. Once it went up, it was this whole debate about who had the best verse, yada yada yada. Now y'all know yours truly was voted the most, because I mean, every song I got on, I dogged. But y'all already know how I'm coming lyrically, so that was neither here nor there. But I feel like personally, every girl did their big one, you know, like everybody had their own individual way of rapping, like I said. So cool. But y'all know I'm just lyrically gifted. So y'all, once we went viral, No More Heroes and Locke Films, they paid all the blog sites to post us. But when they posted us, they paid them to only tag Mello and to hashtag the rest of the girls. So basically, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, they was paying for only their artists to have exposure. Because if you know how social media is wired, you're not going to click on the hashtag and try to go find the page for real. You want it to be as easy as possible for your audience to get to you. So you're going to tag the person. So I'm like, and they had her in a big picture and then us in little boxes and shit. And I'm just like, okay, I see what her label is doing. They're trying to basically push this. So before we dropped it, they told us, like, it's going to be called Mouse Couture or whatever, and it's gonna say all the girls' names. It's not gonna be one girl song, it's gonna be all the girls. It will only be one girl song on paper, but on YouTube or whatever, it will be all y'all song. But once we dropped it, they dropped it as that, but then they went in. Yeah, so they went in and changed it to Mellow Bucks featuring all of us or whatever the case may be. So it was like, okay, I was personally peeping all this shit. My family and friends that was around me and knew the whole backstory, they was peeping it and coming to me like, what the fuck type of timing they on? So I already knew, like, but my mama kept telling me like, Bree, just enjoy the exposure and don't let it get to you, and you know, just pop your shit. So I'm like, okay, cool, like it's all right. Like, and at this time I still wasn't feeling no way towards Mello. Like, we was all in a group chat, me, Mello, Cash, and Monty, and we was always every day talk about sisterhood, talk about not letting the internet break us up, like us, like, you know, having a real a bond, a situation like that. So cool. So it was just like whatever. Like, I trusted that Mello wouldn't be on no shady bitch shit. If anything, it would just be her label on some weird shit. You know, like, I wasn't looking at her and know, oh, bitch, you up to some type of way. I was fucking with her. Like, we literally, like, kicked it. So So cool. So now on to the performances and everything that we did together. Everybody wanted us to come on a tour. We went on Glorilla, A Boogie, Lola Brooke. Like, the list go on and on and on. We did Rolling Loud, Lollapalooza. Well, I did Lollapalooza, but I'm going to get to that. And we did everything together. Everything was going good. We was going city to city, state to state, popping our shit, doing our big one. It wasn't no issue. Like, everybody was, like, singing our songs back to us, all type of shit. But keep in mind, like, once it came to the money aspect of shit, like, let's say, for instance, this when the beef started, like, getting real weird. So, somebody wanted to pay us $10,000 for a performance, and each girl basically would get $2,000. But she started basically being greedy, like, no, she needs $10,000 alone. So, the fuck you mean you need $10,000 alone, bitch? Ain't nobody booking you for Pretty Op, bitch. They're booking you for Mouse Couture, bitch. So, you're getting your $2K. Like, stop getting ahead of yourself now. That's when it started getting weird. Basically, in a nutshell, the people like, well, that's out of their budget. So basically, without all four girls, they didn't want none of us. So like, we would miss out on opportunities because motherfuckers couldn't come to a common ground with the money aspect of shit. Now, y'all already seen how me, Cash, and Money, and all of us got into it. So I'm not even finna like really reminisce because I don't got no problem with either one of them. Me and Money is back cool, but I don't got no problem with Cash. Like, we just never talked again. But that whole situation with her, like, that's a whole nother realm of shit that's like to get into. So I'm gonna just keep it to what's at focus, because that's just some whole other goofy shit like that don't even make no sense. So anyways, we was all like behind the scenes, like arguing with each other, and they felt the way too about everything. It wasn't just me who felt the way. So that, let me just clear that up. All the girls felt the way. We all was getting into it with her, and she would tell stuff to Cash like, Cash, why the fuck you think you worth this much and you ain't even got a hit song besides this? Like, she used to try to dog her. So now this is where I'm getting to a person I don't even want to get her no more clout, so I'm gonna just call her It. So basically, It was doing my hair like around this whole time where we was kind of like arguing and shit like that. And while she was doing my braids for promo and stuff like that, because you know she was dick riding me too, but she was doing my hair for promo, whatever. And you know how you in your hairstylist chair, bitch, I'm getting braids, so I was in that girl chair for like 10-11 hours, G. So as I'm getting my hair done, I was telling It like, you know, Mello got me fucked up. This girl, like, who she feeling like? Like, damn, like, bitch, we came up together. Why you getting big headed? Why you don't want to do performances if they not paying you this and paying you that? Like, I just kept trying to urge her, like, let's just get the exposure. We can focus on the money later. So this is what I'm basically venting about to It. So It, like, she all in my face, like, yeah, cool, right? So keep in mind, fast forward. And y'all gonna see why it matters later on in the story. So cool. So fast forward or whatever. We did Rolling Loud together. Now, the experience at Rolling Loud, I already kind of told a lot of people about. They were just basically being weird, like trying to mistreat us, trying to like basically just think they bullies. Just it was doing a whole bunch of weird shit during the trip, trying to make me and Monty purposely miss the performance. It was just a lot of like weird shit. Keep in mind, Mello and Cash used to call each other Miami and JT, even though the JT to her Miami was finna let her ass get her ass towed down up at O Block, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, they used to be like doing little weird shit, like texting each other little secret shit, like just like leaving me and Monty excluded, like to the point it was just like weird. So yeah, the Rolling Loud experience kind of was like another thing that was like we argued about in private, still wasn't public to the public eye yet. So this is where It come back into play. So It must have seen Mellow Bucks and one of my hairstylists, shout out Miracle, saw them boxing on his TV. So she like, I see a hairstylist boxing a rapper. So It called me out and was like, let me box you. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this on some playful stuff. Like, all right, fuck it, I'll box her. Like, I don't mind. Like, it's just, you know, us having fun or whatever the case may be. So, I boxed her, but after I got done boxing her, she was doing all that rah-rah on live. I just whooped Amari Blaze ass. Afterwards, they posted the video. They was like, they felt like neither one of us won. Some people was like, nah, Amari beat your ass. It just wasn't the results and the reaction that she thought she was going to get or whatever. But I wasn't taking it that serious. So I'm like, bitch, like, I was like, bitch, nah, she mad because of some shit, that a conversation that we had when I was getting my hair done by her. That's a whole nother situation or whatever, right? So I'm like, this why this bitch mad. So then when we started going back and forth, me and It was going back and forth about who won, this, that, and third. She was getting mad. She like, And Mello, that's why Amari Blaze was talking shit about you when she was in my chair. So I'm like, girl, I hate bitches like you. Like, first of all, let me just clear the air. Can't no hoe say that's like sneak this and none of that. Like, bitches need to stop acting like when they not in a bitch chair and they mad at a motherfucker, or they not around their friends and they mad at a motherfucker, they don't vent to their friends or vent to a motherfucker that they know. Like, please stop acting innocent on this bitch. And at the end of the motherfucking day, everything that I said to you in your chair was what I was saying to Mello in her messages. So none of it was sneak dissing. But you know, Mello took the bait and she was like, oh bitch, yeah, and motherfuckers be already telling me that you be sneak dissing me and da da da. Baby, please, motherfuckers be trying to be messy. Like, you know personally anything that I've ever felt about you, I came to you about. I have always been the most vocal person, as y'all can see. So cool. I watched Mello go on live and was like, you know, she started calling me fat. She started saying this, started saying that. Shit that she been wanting to say, pressure that she been feeling about me. Like, you could kind of tell, like, in the atmosphere, like, especially because out of all 4 girls on the song, me and Mello was the most relevant and most talked about. Everybody was like, Mello and Amari got it. Like, not everybody fuck with Cash verse, not everybody fuck with Monty verse, or whatever. Or like, they felt that they was decent. Like, it was different opinions, but the noise and the gossip was about me and Mello. Like, everybody kept comparing us. So I feel like, honestly, she took me as competition, and that's just real tea. Like, and I done ate her up, like, on every song we done did together, and that's real fucking facts. But I be trying to be humble, because I know, like, what I got, but, like, and I give it to her. Like, I always say she's a raw-ass rapper, but in reality, we know I dogged on every song. So I know that'll, like, make a bitch feel away if they don't know how to just, you know, be on a song with a bitch that can eat them up. Like, and it's not even about that, but, yeah. And just keep in mind, it's so much, like, little shit that I ain't even thrown in there, like, throughout this whole process that would, like, add to the pot. But it's, like, it's been said so many times, and, like, going down 2 years of memory lane, it's been so much that happened. But, yeah, back to the story. Oh, and before I even continue, let me just say, I gotta go back a little bit, just so y'all can know one thing. When it came to the remix of Mouse Couture with Lotto on it, Laka Films and all them told us that all the girls would be on the song with, first, originally it was Glorilla, but then they switched it to Lotto at the last minute, and Laka called my phone and he was like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We taking the girls off the song because Lotto want all y'all off the song, because she want to be the reason, she want to be the person that brings Mello out. So I'm like, huh? Lotto just made a whole motherfucking post about how she a girls and she want to give free features out to girls. Why would she want all of us off the song? But this is what Laka Films is telling us. So now me and, like, the girls looking at Lotto like, huh? Like, okay, that don't make sense, but whatever, cool. Whole time, according to Lotto or according to whoever, it was them who wanted us off the song for Mello. So it was just a whole bunch of back and forth about that. Then keep in mind, when the Mouse Couture song, the Boom Part 2 dropped, because mind you, Disney Channel told us that we had to change the title, so we changed it to Boom. That's why I got changed from Mouse Couture to Boom and Boom Part 2. We hated that fucking title, but we didn't have no choice, because they don't want to, and then nobody want to get sued. But me, I was like, man, fuck it. Let Disney sue us. Look at that motherfucking hashtag, that line, like, Disney sues the Mouse Couture girls. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I love Disney. Disney is like, you know, but it's just like, bro, like, that's a bait that will make us blow. I was just thinking about us getting them as much exposure as possible. Like, it's just one song, whatever, cool. But they wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. So okay, cool. So that's why we changed the song. But when I heard Lotto verse, I heard something from a recent song that I just dropped, and it's called Hit the Road Jackson. When she said it, everybody tagging me like, ain't that from your song? So I'm like, I know good and damn well this bitch ain't take us on the song and use my motherfucking lyrics. So this whole thing going on, like, Lotto stole Amari lyrics and da-da-da. Now, I'm not saying she just flat out stole my lyrics, because I know how y'all be like, motherfuckers be reaching and chasing, and I'm not no chaser. I love Lotto. I think she raw as hell, but it has been multiple videos of, like, her biting off, like, a lot of different artist shit, and, like, y'all can't say I'm lying, because the proof is in the pudding. So I'm just the one that'll tell the truth, and I'm gonna end up getting bashed for it, because I'm just being honest. But I do think she's a fucking very talented artist. I just feel like she, like, you know, because Lotto, you hopped on a drill song, and a song particularly that I was on, so it just, like, you're not a drill artist. So I was thinking, like, maybe she was trying to understand Chicago lingo and went down all of our pages to get some inspiration about what she should say for her verse. That's how I took it. It wasn't so much as, oh yeah, she was trying to steal my shit. But yeah, she ended up speaking about that, so she did her little live about that. But that's just to clear the air on that. So anyways, fast forward back to the situation with It. So after It did that, Mello went live and all that good shit about me, just trying to troll and drag me and all this shit. Cool. So I was like, we beefing about rap, I'm gonna make a rap disc. So that's when I dropped my rap disc. Y'all can go listen to it. It's called Is This a Prank or whatever. And I did that title or whatever because she used to be like, is this a prank? Is this a prank? So I was like, bitch, is this a prank? The fuck? So that's why I named it Is This a Prank, to basically troll her. And in that video, I dropped all the facts about everything I ever like spoke about. Because one thing about me, they call me the receipt queen. Like, I keep fucking receipts. And y'all can never say I'm lying about anything because I literally bring a fact about any fucking thing. I don't play that. Y'all gonna call me no liar, none of that shit. So just so you know, everything I'm saying, also help me God, I'm not lying about that shit, for real. So cool, after I dropped my song, everybody on Facebook that was like trolling me with her, I seen all their comments. It was so many screenshots and shit I had on my phone of the shit that people was saying about me. I was like, look at, like, cause you know when you send it to the group chat and shit, like y'all gossiping about it. This bitch drops a rap disc about me back a week or so later. She took 3 minutes to call me fat in different ways. Okay, cool. You was trying to get laughs. Basically, in other words, you couldn't handle the fact I just ate your ass up on this disc. So you just had to call me fat. Cool. Then she saying it like, yeah, Glorilla said you was stinking in the dressing room when we performed that Glorilla tour. Now, let me just fucking say this and set this clear. I am not trying to be funny when I say this, but I am a very fucking clean, suburban, like to smell good, beauty pageant raised, like princess. Like, one thing about me, I'm not walking around nowhere fucking stinking. Especially if this is my first time performing with Glorilla. Let's just start off with clock that tea for my mama. Because my mama made me wear designer perfume. But like I was saying, my mama made sure like, oh yeah, like today, like you finna do your big one. Nice outfit. Like you finna do your big one, whatever. Cool. So you can never play with me. And let's just start off with the fact, in the dressing room, it was probably like, felt like 25 to 30 motherfuckers in that big ass dressing room, or the little room they had us in backstage. And then on top of that, bitch, you was the only one sitting next to her the whole entire time. So bitch, if she smelled something, it had to be coming from you. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But she was basically trying to troll. Now it's like you bringing other celebrities in it. And what I hate is that when you bring motherfuckers like Glorilla or Lotto or anybody for that nature into your beef, people are going to believe these people because there are influencers and they are figures. So anything that you say that these people are saying, they're going to take it and run with it. So basically, in a nutshell, I'm saying she was doing a lot of shit and using celebrities to basically try to tarnish my image and get everybody to hate me and do this whole Amari Blaze hate train. So yeah, so after the whole this back and forth, I'm like, okay, cool. She did hers, I did mine. I'm the type of motherfucker, I could let shit go. You just baked me, you did all that. I don't really give a fuck. And I've been saying from the jump, like, I'm not fighting hoes, because y'all have to understand this is Chicago. A lot of fights don't go really far without a motherfucker getting popped. I'm not scared of y'all, but I'm for damn sure scared of a motherfucking bullet. And all these bitches in Chicago be acting like they don't fear shit. Bitch, okay. I just see so many of you bitches ducking every time, running every time some bullets go off. You hoes is scared. So like the flogging and bapping y'all be doing as females is just mind-boggling to me, because none of y'all is really like that. But anyways, it was a whole, like, it wasn't that I didn't want to fight her. It's like, I know where this shit'll go. These is like bitches, like trench bitches that don't give a fuck if they have everything to lose at stake. And I have a lot to lose. I have a family I have to make proud. So the morals and principles I'm raised on, I'm just not gonna let any bitch say anything about it or ruin. This is the actual night that I got jumped and stabbed. It was 2 nights before Halloween. I had an event to host, and just keep in mind, y'all, when I go outside, I'm real humble. Like, I know I got clout. I know I'm an upcoming artist and everything, but I don't really go to many places with security unless it's like major events. But little club events, stuff like that, I go by myself or with a couple friends, whatever the case may be. Now, keep in mind, yes, I knew we was into it, but I at least thought, like, if anything, she'll shoot her one with me. It wouldn't be all that I'm finna tell y'all. Okay, so boom, full disclaimer, everything that I'm about to tell y'all, I kind of found out a lot of it after the fact, but it all ties into what was actually going on that night, right? So cool. So I was at the club, probably got there around like 9, 10, somewhere around that time. I came with my cousin's sister. So I called the girl cousin, but she's not my blood cousin, right? My blood cousin, that's her sister, was supposed to go, but she ended up like not feeling well that night. So we was like, fuck it, us two just gonna go, and that's just what's gonna happen. So we went together, but we're not as tight as me and my blood cousin. So it was kind of just like, we gonna go together just to go together, and she gonna do her own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing. Now, okay, so I'm enjoying the whole night, turning up. Y'all know how I do. Like, I'm a vibe. Like, I'm really the life of the party. All that. Now, keep in mind, the whole night that I'm there, Mello and 2-3 other girls is her sister, Destiny, and her best friend, Damon, and another girl. They're all outside the club waiting, basically, for the club to get over because they didn't want to, go on somebody's property doing whatever they was finna do. Cool. So they was outside waiting from like probably 11 o'clock to like 1 something in the morning, 2 something in the morning. I think the club closed at like almost 2 or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they was outside waiting. Like, them girls, like, they was really thirsty to see me, basically. Now, let's just keep in mind, it's not hard to get up with me because I don't be hiding, right? But the reason she found out my location is because a boy that I was at the party saw me and texted her and basically was like, if you send me some money, I'll send you Amari's location. She sent him the money. He sent her my location.
That's
so he can
crazy.
get a 5th of Dawn or a bottle or whatever the fuck. So basically, a nigga or a fan-ass person sent my location so she can know where I was at. So that's how she figured out where I was at. Now, I have to go forward a little bit, then go back. The reason that she stayed outside so long, she texted the DJ, his name is DJ Skinny, and asked him, was I still, mind you, I found all this afterwards, but she asked him, was I still in the club, because she was getting tired of waiting on me to come out the club, and he confirmed it was like, yeah, she's still in here. Okay, so DJ Skinny fat ass is Mello's personal DJ, or is, I don't know. That was her personal DJ at the time. DJ Skinny knows me personally, and like, it'd be so funny because people kick it in your face, do all that, and be set up backdoor, but that's a whole nother story. He really irrelevant to this story, but he relevant in that aspect. So he told her, confirmed, like, yeah, she's still up in here, or whatever the case may be. So when we was leaving out, my cousin's sister was still inside. I don't know if she was talking to a nigga inside, still kicking it, but I was going outside to go get the car. Okay, so as soon as I walked outside, it was like a small circle of people that I knew or whatever. I walked up to the small circle and I was like, bye everybody. Everybody get home safely. Y'all have a good night. I'm giving motherfuckers hugs and shit, right? As soon as I turn around, I see a bitch, black as night, hoodie on, tied up, all black on, all like basically trying to like be a smooth criminal and shit. And she was like, come here, bitch, or something like that, and just bust off me. So it wasn't no, oh, Amari, let's square up. It's Mello. I'm outside. It wasn't none of that. It was basically like catching me lacking. If you put it like that, that's basically what the fuck it was. Or whatever. So cool. So now, at first, I didn't even know who I was fighting, but it's like, as I'm fighting, I'm like, of course it's this bitch. Because it's just like, who the fuck else just finna come up to me unknowingly and just hit me? You know? Now, let's just clock this tea. I definitely was hitting her ass back. But once we started, like, fighting, and keep in mind, it's a barbershop right next door to the event space. Like, literally, neck and neck, right next door. And we're fighting. We're going towards the barbershop window. That's when her best friend and her sister, they jump in. Or whatever. So now they hitting me and punching me and shit like that. Keep in mind, y'all, I'm two-some, okay? I'm not no itty-bitty committee. I'm a thick, chunky girl. So, I'm by the glass window, 3 bitches punching on me. We all go through that bitch. Like, that motherfucker, like, bitch, like, I don't know why people be thinking, like, I'm Hercules or something. But it's 3 against 1. It was only so much I could do with 3 bitches, you know? So, cool. Now I go through the window. My back and my butt is like glass filled, so my body went numb. At this point, I don't feel a hole punching. I don't feel a hole doing nothing. For real, like, cause now it's like I'm just all like fucked up back cut up and some more shit, right? Cool. So Mello, she takes a piece of the glass and she stabs it into my hand, which is why I got tendon surgery right here. As y'all can see, it's like a little surgery mark. Had tendon surgery because of that. Whatever, cool. They punching me, stomping on me, spitting on me, all type of shit. And then once she stabbed me in my most dominant hand, I stopped fighting back. I'm gonna keep it book with y'all. I was like, fuck it. I'm already through this glass. If I die, if anything happened to me, I'm not even finna fight back at this point. I'm numb. I can't feel shit. It's 3 against 1. I'm outnumbered. It is what it is. Like, once my hand went limp and I couldn't even ball up my fist no more, I kind of knew at that point, like, it is just the L. Like, so cool. Then her big bobblehead ass best friend, Diamond, has some type of pocket weapon, pocket knife or some shit. And this bitch starts stabbing me in my thigh. Now, I could get up and show y'all the damn stab wounds from the thigh, but I had posted it when everything first happened. Like, so I had also surgery on my thigh as well because I was bleeding profusely and all that stuff. So she stabbed me in my thigh. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm finna die. Bitch is stabbing now. Like you hoes so damn intimidated by me. You hoes don't never fight alone. And keep in mind, they didn't jump 16-year-olds before. They didn't jump other motherfuckers before. Like, this is what they do. So it's just like, you know, like at this point, you bitches get it. Like, it was just like, okay, there's nothing I could do at this point. Once I actually, like, they got up and or whatever, my cousin's sister came out there. She claimed after the fact, like, she just had knee surgery. That's why she didn't jump in. I personally don't give a fuck, bitch. My knee would have been back fucked up for mine. But, like I said, me and her wasn't that close. So, everybody was kind of thinking, like, I had more people with me or more girls. I was with one girl. And I was with somebody that I wasn't even, like, for sure would rock out with me. You're not going to catch me doing that shit no more. But, yeah, so I wasn't really tripping about her. Like, I don't even care about her no more. Because it was just like, I just know not to ever kick it outside with you. You're not the bitch that's going to rock out. So, you don't even need to be around me. Because you knew what was going on before we even, you know, popped out together. So, that was neither here nor there. But, after I had got up or whatever, they was like, and they stopped and she was like, now square up, now get your fair one. Excuse me, Mello's sister, Destiny, was like, now square up, get your fair one with my sister. Bitch, what? Fair one?
Got whooped.
Bitch, I ain't cut up. I'm finna go to the fairest, nearest hospital, bitch. I'm not getting no fair one with nobody no more. Bitches ain't giving me my fair one. Now you wanna, after I get stabbed up, jumped up, all type of shit, now bitches wanna get your fair one. Girl, shut up, because you hoes finna die. That was my initial feeling, like, bitch, all you hoes finna die. Like, you can hear me on the video saying, nah, fuck that, you bitches finna die, because that's dead ass what was finna happen. So, anyways, they started spitting on me as I was walking off. So when you see me flinch in a little video, it wasn't flinching because I was scared. I flinched because I got spit in my eye. And it was like, I can't even do nothing right now because you bitches spitting on me like I want to do, because I know I'm fucked up and I'm not capable of doing what I really want to do to you hoes right now. Because honestly, baby, look, motherfuckers better be lucky it was nothing around and nobody around. Okay, cool. So, of course, everybody was just standing around watching and recording because it's Chicago. They going to record before they help you. Cool. So, I ended up getting in the car. Me and my cousin sister, we went to the hospital or whatever. So, first we went to Roseland Hospital. When we get to Roseland Hospital or whatever, I instantly go on the table. They getting all the glass out my body, all that shit. They finna, stitch me up, make sure I'm okay, all that good stuff. Cool. Now, Mello is live. She's on Clubhouse and she's on live, basically popping it. Yeah, I just beat Amari Blaze's ass. I punched this bitch through the glass. She trying to get her little clout moment because her image is pretty op, but bitch really ugly though. But she trying to get her whole little, 10 seconds of fame or whatever off that little situation. Cool, which she been dragging it ever since then. Like, I'm her whole storyline, for real. But yeah, so after that whole situation happened, now the doctor that was working on my body ended up being Mello's friend. Her name Jada or something like that. She ended up being her friend's auntie, and the auntie is basically the doctor that was working on me, and told them that I was at the hospital. So now it's hella motherfuckers outside of the hospital, and the doctors don't know if them my ops or if them family members. So I had to get secretly transferred from Roseland to Christ Hospital because it was too many motherfuckers outside for me, and they did not know who to trust. So I don't know if you can sue for that, but I'm gonna find out. And when I find out who that auntie is, I'm on your ass. And you better hope you don't lose your job. But anyways, after that whole situation, I go to Christ, I get healed, boom. But let me also clear the air when it comes to the whole police situation. When it initially happened, no police were called, okay? But when you have somebody that's viral, it's going around the whole world of somebody getting jumped and stabbed outside of a club on camera, police are going to show up to the hospital or whatever. But when they showed up, they asked me for my name and everything. But they didn't even really, like, go too deep into what happened. They said they'll talk to me later because the doctors had to work on me. So police was never talked to the initial night that everything happened. Now, after the fact or whatever, they was contacting me and they was like, you know, do you want to move forward with pressing charges on her? So let's just keep in mind, my family had a conversation with me and they gave me two options. And the two options was basically everybody finna be into it, or you gonna do the, you know, mature thing and just press charges, leave it alone. Now, I know what everybody gonna say. Oh, you should have bugged. Y'all should have got into it. You should have got your lick back. But the reality of it is there's no such thing as getting a lick back or blood being shed without blood being shed. Let's just keep it a buck. This is Chicago. Continuance of beef is only going to end in one direction, right? And the thing is, I myself don't be giving a fuck to be in tour with anybody. But then I got little sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews and aunties and uncles and mamas and dads. You know, I got motherfuckers in my life, in my ear, like, you know, they still got to worry about their protection, their safety. If a motherfucker gonna try to do something to them, because you know how Chicago is. If you can't get to the op, who you gonna go for? The motherfucker that they love the most. So I had to sit there and think, like, am I finna, like, mess up everything that I built up for myself? Like, I felt like it was a real test. Like, God was really testing me to, like, really, like, see if I was finna let the devil win, for real. So, yeah, the police did reach out to me, told me to come up to the police station, make a report, all that shit, what I want to do. So, yes, I did it. And my family also told me, like, you know, you can get paid off this situation. You can have a civil suit. The doctors, you know, they was doing all this, all that. It was on public property, shit like that. You know, you can get some money. So, that was my whole thing, like, is I need to get some money off the situation. Like, I don't give a fuck, because, like, she can go to jail, all this other good shit, but my whole thing was I need to be paid for my, you know, troubles. I don't give a fuck. So, yeah, I pressed charges or whatever the case may be. But before I even really pressed charges on her, they already told me, like, they wasn't going to arrest her that night. Like, whenever she gets in a traffic stop or picked up for something, then that's just when they gonna have to get her. They not gonna go knocking on her door, all that shit. So I kind of had forgot about the whole thing a little bit, like, moved past it and was focused on getting some money. And keep in mind, this bitch act like she just caught a body or something. Like, this is still technically a fight that went left, like real left, you know. So it's just like, even if she went to jail, I knew in my, like, spirit, this bitch not gonna do life, you know. Like, if I would have died, that would have been a different story. But I already know how this shit go. Like, and the thing is, like, technically with them stabbing me, it would have been considered an attempt murder. But when you're doing an attempt murder in court, you have to prove, like, that they was trying to murder you. Like, because some people can go into a fight and something bad happens, and then it can be, like, pre-planned, you know. So it's not as simple. So, yeah, it got knocked down to, like, you know, an assault or with a deadly weapon or whatever the case may be, all that good shit. Cool. But before she even got arrested the first time, arrested the first time, it was like 5 months after the whole situation happened. 4 or 5 months after. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. I can't even really remember at this point because it's been so fucking long. And that's so irritating because this shit just been getting dragged on for way too long. But when she had got arrested the first time, this is what she looked like. But, of course, when it actually came down to them posting her mugshot, they took another picture of her, and she posted the one of her smiling, or whatever the case may be. And my whole thing is, like, when it comes to her, this girl tries to prove so much that nothing bothers her. Like, she just so bigger than the program, and can't shit be done to her, or whatever the case may be. You really was like fucked up and still fucked up about this situation. So she was just trying too hard to prove a point to the internet. Like, yeah, I just did my big one. I'm smiling in my mug shot. I'm finna use it as cover art. Girl, bye. You was really in this bitch shitty off all them drugs. And Mello be doing boy drugs. So it's like when you dealing with bitches that do boy drugs, like, you can't reason with them hoes. Them hoes need a point to prove. They ass already like fucked up in life. Like, bitch. Like, anyways though. So after she got arrested, they put her on house arrest and electronic monitoring or whatever. So she had 2 bands on her leg. So of course her whole thing at this point was just to prove to y'all, like, oh, I'm not letting this shit phase me, yada yada yada. Whole time her ankle swollen, heavy as hell, scratching the fuck out them bitches. Like, so it was just, I already knew, like, I already had in my mind what she was gonna do. So then she dropped the whole little snitch K thing. And then you had all the famous people up under there. Yeah, free you off the house arrest stuff. I had all the motherfuckers that I used to hang out with in the back of my video shoes, let backstage with me, brung to performances, all dick riding this girl. When I tell y'all, so many of my old friends backdoored me just to kick it with this bitch. It was crazy. And what was so funny about, like, the whole No Limit Drench shit, like, let's just backtrack. Herb ain't never posted, been yet talked about this bitch before we dropped Mouse Couture. So that whole No Limit Lady of 79 shit just came about. And that's some publicity stunt fame shit. And if you ain't peeped that by now, that man ain't been gave a damn about this girl. Because if that's the case, she should have been up way before Mouse Couture. But yeah, so he up under there, Snitch K, da-da-da. So I'm seeing everybody, what they own, love, opinions, stuff like that. But what's crazy is, fast forward, I done seen all these people in person, and the energy wasn't giving that. I done had a lot of No Limit people, like, see me and be like, oh, that's female shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So it just, like, all the hate that I was getting on the internet from motherfuckers wasn't what I got in real life. Now, of course, everybody was in my comments, rat this, rat that, rat this, rat that. Let me just, like, give y'all another full disclaimer. Mello was not versus me. She was versus the state, okay? Like, the state picked it up way before it had anything to do with me. The only thing that I would have to do is basically testify in court if it got to the point of where I had to get on the stand and shit or whatever. So she was versus them. So it was a point in time last year, 2024, when her and J-Mane came on some, let's push this peace shit, let's have a meeting, let's sit down, let's get all the girls back together, and Mouse Couture and all this shit. And you know what? After that whole year, y'all, it took me to really find God, go to church, and try to be a saved person for me to really find it in my heart to forgive her for this situation. So I'm like, okay, you know what? If she's matured from it, I'm willing to have a sit down. So what's crazy is my nice ass was willing to not testify in court if she was to, have a genuine apology. I needed some money for sure, because I wasn't doing shit without no money. I don't give a fuck. And because I lost out on a lot of performances because people were scared to work with me. People was trying to blackball me or whatever the case may be. So, yes, bitch, y'all got to pay me. I don't give no fuck. We got to figure out something. That labor money got to be hitting on some. It can't all be a stunt. But anyway, so I'm like, we're going to have to figure out something. But I'll sit down and talk to her. I won't get on the stand. Mind you, she had her ex-boyfriend, DCG, Sean, and them, making disses about me, talking shit about me. But me and B-Sav in the inbox talking about coming up with a reality show for Chicago and how we need to be on this money shit and fuck all this, internet shit. So it was just like, they was dick riding her in the public, but kicking it with me in private, though. So cool, y'all. Let me just tell y'all, it's so much that happened from the end of 2023 up until now, like the whole 2024. After she said, like, she wanted to sit down and have a talk and everything with me, 2 weeks later she dropped a song talk about I put bitches through the window. So it's like, okay, bitch, at this point, like, I don't know if you want to be friends, if you want to keep up your pretty op image, because the only fucking hit you got is Mouse Couture and Move. So I don't know if you, like, trying to just do whatever to stay relevant or keep your name, because, like, she kept using me, kept, like, bringing up that same situation. And it's like, me personally, I don't consider that a win, because you had help, bitch. You ain't dogged me by yourself. So it was just like, she just kept chasing it with me to the point where it was like, you know what? Okay, bitch, like, whatever happens to you at this point, I don't give a fuck. So keep in mind, from her people to my people, like, motherfuckers was in the communication. We had third party people trying to, like, all, like, figure out a way we could, like, make this right. Now keep in mind, y'all, I've since day one always been a girl's girl, and my whole goal with this shit, even after being jumped and stabbed, was to still keep up the image of who I truly am, and that's a girl's girl. So, you know, everybody looked at me as crazy, like, how could Amari forgive her? How could she be so mature? I could never be that mature. And it's just like, yeah, but like, y'all have to understand, like, I really found God, okay? Shout out Pastor Hannah. But, like, not even trying to be cliche or funny, but, like, after going to church and, like, him saying, like, Jesus gave Judas the bread and he gave it in front of all the people, and they was like, why would you give an enemy to all that shit? And I'm just like, listen, it gotta be something, like, telling me to just find it in my heart to forgive and move on from this. So cool. So now we at the point where it's the whole court situation. So what we viral for right now, she makes this whole post like she beat the case, yada 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 yada. Now my lawyers haven't even called me from this point, so I'm finding out on the internet she beat the case. So I'm like, you know what, like, the way that I've been so peaceful, all the blessings been coming to me, I'm not going to let this situation bring me back to a point to where I'm filled with hate and anger. So I made a post and I'm like, you know what? I'm happy for her. I hope she learned a lesson from it. I hope we can now move on from this. And it wasn't so much as happy for her, like, I'm happy that she whooped my ass and won. It was more so like, I'm happy to be over this shit. I'm happy to move past it and finally come to a place to where we could just dead this whole thing, right? So, come to find out, my lawyers called me and they like, I'm like, she beat the case and y'all ain't tell me? They say, no, she didn't beat the case, because she on there like, no weapons, no this, no that. Whole time, she pled guilty. So, if y'all know how courts work, when you plead guilty, they'll give you a lesser charge so you can avoid jail time. Her original jail time was 4 years, or taking what she took. So she took 30 months of probation. She took picking up trash outside. She took 5-day-a-week check-ins, 6-month check-ins or something like that. She has to do anger management classes. Like, she has to do like a lot of reporting to them. She can't go out the country until her 30 months is up, and she can't get in any trouble at all with the law, or she will be doing her whole 5 years, or whatever the case may be. And my whole thing about that whole situation, so the courts granted her that, and 9 times out of 10 they offer her that, because with her being a known celebrity or whatever, or upcoming celebrity, money talk, and she's a female, and the court, like, you know, give leniency to other females. Like, people didn't get off of murder charges, and, you know, I wasn't even mad about it, because I mean, Diamond right now is still like going through the whole situation with her court dates and everything, because their situation is separate, because she was the one actually stabbing me with the damn weapon. So we'll find out about what's going to happen with that, but I'm pretty sure they'll give her some of the same nature. And honestly, like, everybody wants me to be so upset, so angry with the results, and, you know, she get to do this, she was just doing this and doing that, and she had tours and this, that, and third. But y'all have to understand, from day one, like I said, I don't hate on no bitch, and the whole point of this was for all of us to be successful, honestly. And just to clock out T, I don't want to be an ounce of this bitch friend at all. Nothing in my soul wants to be her friend, because bitches like her, they don't move right. They don't got no soul, no heart, no, like, consideration. They slow, they, like, simple-minded, and they messy, and they drag shit. And it's just like, I don't hate the bitch, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, shout out my man, but my man literally be keeping me sane. I have a Christian man, so I really be trying to, like, stay calm in my relationship. And I have people, like, real good people and role models in my ear, like, don't let this, you know, be your story. So I've just been focusing on this not being my story, but it's been a lot of dragging. And that's why I feel like I had to get on here and speak my piece about it, because y'all be loud and fucking wrong.
Whoever said that she in the hospital and whatever the fuck she said, that's Jada auntie. She worked at UIC.
So the
Damn.
lady, so Jay the auntie is the lady that Amari told. That what she tell her though?
She got stabbed up and jumped and some more shit.
What she tell her to?
Hey, she
Roll up a
got a
wood.
big
Hey,
ass
Mello.
gash in her
Hey,
leg,
Mello.
man. What to do, everyday people, man? I guess y'all want to see the video. Y'all ain't gonna get to see the video, but we're gonna show y'all. Let me show y'all what I can show y'all. I'm gonna upload it on of course we're gonna upload it on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? So.
Watch out! You walk up over here! Hold on, that's box. That's box. Hold on. Damn. Damn, shorty, they out here.
Now, let's go!
Damn.
Let's go! Let's go! Not too nice. Now, let's go!
Let her get her.
Damn.
This what Mello put on her Instagram when this and me goes wrong. No knife, no jump, no weapons, no none, straight hands and feet. Nah, that's cap. We seen the video, Mello.
Bitch. Hey, Mello, check it out. Look. Tried to save you from this diss, but now, bitch, come check it out. You be talking with them big ass teeth falling out your mouth. You be chasing shit, but this is where it get you chasing clout. You knew Sean had your low, you dummy bitch, ain't changed the route. Time about blazing in the park, but I had fucking in the lot. Yeah, that hoe be screaming drenched because her pussy leaking snot. Tired of goofy bitches acting like they something that they not. I know your nigga got that shit. I hope you think we ain't forgot. You ain't princess of your hood, bitch, you out here getting fucked. Or you out here selling pussy. That's how Mello got them bucks. Doing all that fucking back. Veneer's bigger than my gut. Shit, I might just take your man when I go get my tummy tucked. I bet you didn't know I knew that you was fucking Munna Duck. But now he really bogus stole for fucking hoes that look like Nook. Caught her posted in the O. I know it had these bitches shook. I might put Nita on your man and watch you get your nigga took. I beef alone, you callin' damn it. Now I really gotta spaz. I ain't gotta lift a hand. This how you kill a hoe with class. You ain't sippin' on no walk. Girl, your shit be green as grass. You a crackhead, bitch. I bet that pill gon' beat your ass. Time my bed bugs in my crib. Why you think I ain't let you win it? Let me catch you out here slipping. What the fuck was your antennas? I been sparing hoes all year. Man, I hate I'm so forgiving. Man, you hoes a damn breed. I'm still surprised you bitches living. Bitch, you grew up hard knock. Had you sleeping on them floors. Bitch, I grew up with my room having fucking double dose. I was fine with a French on top the tip of every toe. Bitch, before you met the GOAT, you wasn't charging for no shows. And I think that's why she mad. I live a life that they would dream. Why the fuck is all these peasants out here playing with the queen? Bitch, you bunk as fuck. Let's not talk about that sex appeal. Girl, why the fuck you wear black stockings with a stripper heel? You ain't a bully, now let's show you how it really feel. Don't be mad at me cause bitches signed a shitty deal. I'm so tired of all these bitches, they don't leave it at the bank. Got your dick doing friends out here gassing up your tank. I can smell you through a picture, I can tell you bitches think. Where the cameras bring them out, cause what the fuck is this, a prank?
You back. I'll show you why the fuck you should never diss a bitch. This ain't 8 Mile, bitch. We ain't finna battle rap. And if we do, I'm Eminem, ho, and you like bunny rap. Was begging me to dish you back. Okay, cool, I gave you that. But when I see you, hope you know that I'm still knocking off that fat. Bitch, you a loser, and your views don't never pass 11K. You put Mello in your song, got 30K up in a day. You thought that we was the Temptations, ho, you mad I'm getting cake. Ain't nobody came to see you, oh, this fat ass in the way. All that rolling loud, your body loud, you know we smell your ass. Corny ass, you went and bought a good time music Bluetooth bag. It ain't my fault out of all of us, they checking for you last. All your gear be fake now, I see why you mad, you ain't got no cash. You was popping out at shows. clothes with chicken grease all on your shirt. Mad at me cause where I'm at, your big ass couldn't put in no work. You got a rash between your legs from wearing little clothes trying to twerk. All that fat juice leaking out, bitch, you got discharge up your skirt. What's that smell? Mari ass around? Why the fuck you walking around smelling like 400 pounds? Black ass comes up in your mouth and bitch, you know your breath be loud. Tried to fuck on money managers, yeah, you get around. Homeless ass, your mama put you out her house, she don't like you either. You spent your show money on burgers, bitch, cause all you do is eat them. You in a rack hoping I clap back, I'm in Miami with my feet up. You tuck your stomach in your pants, hold like my Glocky or my Nina. Bitch, you dress like a mechanic, talking about what I'm putting on. You can't afford this shit, my shoes, my clothes, my bag, bitch, you on my thong. You really mad, pick up, won't fuck your big ass bitch, your titties long. I hope you got the clout you needed, ho, cause this your only song. You ain't prevailed from Mouse and you mad you wasn't on part 2. Bitch, we want that cool. How you make your ass that fat on Instagram? You had us fooled. You a catfish with that stiff ass booty. No, your shit don't move. And when we opened up for Glow, you was stinking up her dressing room. We looked around like, what's that smell? You looked around like it ain't you. Stupid bitch, you smelled you first. You gon' act confused too? Just like you act confused like I won't fry your ass up, bitch, you knew. How you gon' make a diss about me with that fat ass wig on? And wear the custom made mask that I bought you for the song. Bitch, you started up with me, but tried to tell people I'm wrong. Threw the rock and hid your hand. You ain't think we'll catch on? Tried to talk about my teeth, that's 30K up in my mouth. You ain't got 1K for your ass, that BBL ain't coming out. Look, I told you get in the field, but you ain't wanna take that route. So I'ma dish up.
Well, you heard it here first. We don't know who these bitches is, okay? But anyway, she did. She made a rap talk about how fat she was in 3 minutes. Alright. I still think, I don't even know Amari or whatever, and Mello. Give a damn. Amari did go off on her, but Mello was funnier. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, you did call her fat like 50 different ways, but it wasn't no bars. It was just, but who won the battle? Well, nobody. Because we still don't know you bitches, okay? Who the fuck? Yeah. I guess we ain't got to get all in the looks, but you know, I like big girls, but big girls gotta have an ass, and Mari, you just don't got one, so I ain't gonna front. You don't get none. You don't get none. And Mello, looked like she used to have to fight a lot in school. Okay, let's put it like that. She ain't get no play until she was grown and rapping, okay? Let's keep it real. But as violent as this got, I would hope that these women settle their differences or just move on, because both of you bitches need an education. Go get some jobs, because this ain't working. This ain't working. Y'all signing 360 deals to go double wood. Okay? Now, learn to do some investments. Go into real estate. Go into real estate. Cause this girl, Mari, you come from the suburbs. Go get an education. Get a job. And do something that's profitable. Instead of trying to rap and be famous. You chicks trying to get a bag and a BBL. Y'all need to be trying to get a 401k and the LLC. Okay? Like, cause this shit ain't working. Cause we still don't know y'all. And we will never know y'all. Except for what we got. I mean, this ass whooping took 2 years to come to light, and still we won't know y'all from none of y'all music. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is Mouse Couture. We'll never know. We'll never know. it was with Big Lotto. Guess what? Mousecatool with Big Lotto still went double wood. Matter of fact, y'all probably squeezed 2 wooden nickels out that shit. Okay, y'all was on the road with Glorilla. Let me tell y'all, Glorilla just blew up 2 years ago. So she wasn't even that big. And for y'all to open up for Glorilla, wasn't nobody even in the damn crowd by the time y'all was opening up for Glorilla. Okay? Glorilla ain't packing out no damn arenas. Well, maybe she is now. 2 years ago, she wasn't, though. She just had the one couple songs, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all, like, that's like, I remember, let me tell y'all, it was a tour back in the day. It was a tour back in the day. It had T.I., 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, and I can't remember who else. But guess who was on the beginning of that tour? Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner was on stage rapping and hyping it up for like 13 people in the crowd. All his family. I don't know where. It was all people who got free tickets. It was people from the radio station. Hey, you can get free tickets to see Adrian Broner, then you can stay and see the rest of the people. And they like, oh, let me come get the tickets. I show up. So they'll show up to the concert early just to go in there and be out there in the deal. And they in there like, man, this shit is whack. Well, nobody watching that. I remember watching the Adrian Broner like pre-fight video, like Access, you know what I'm saying? And I think he was about to fight Mike Donna or somebody. I can't remember who he was gonna fight. But anyway, they had the Access and they was showing, you know, him going out and rapping and whatever. And then he went and got whooped by Mike Donna. And I was like, see, his stupid ass shouldn't have been out there rapping. He should have been in that damn gym fighting. But he want to be an entertainer. Well, that's y'all. Y'all missing y'all calling. Y'all over here trying to rap when y'all really need to be, you know, doing something else. Cause y'all killing it. Y'all almost, that girl almost caught her body over a whack ass diss song that nobody got to hear until today. And imagine this, that thing been out 2 years. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know stuff be getting real in the hood and stuff like this, but man, that's when I look back and be like, man, this shit ain't worth it, man. I didn't hit people for less. Okay? So this stuff y'all talking about is crash out stuff. Like when y'all 35, y'all gonna look back and be like, yeah, that was pretty dumb. But hey, I digress. Anyway, everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this stupid ass situation in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, and holler later.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.